Alright, today we have Masters League Open workout number 2, which is a 3-parter with a 17-minute running clock. First part is a 6-minute AMRAP of 12 toes to bar and 22 wall balls. Then from the 6-minute to the 11-minute mark, we have a max lift of a hang snatch into a snatch. Then in the final 6 minutes remaining, we have 21, 15, 9 of power snatches at 35 kilo and toes to bar. So my strategy for the first part was to break up the toes to bar into 2 sets of 6, and then break the wall balls up also into 2 sets, 12 and 10. On the toes to bar, I wanted to really make sure that my transition, or that rest, was relatively short. Allowed myself a little bit longer rest on the wall balls, but still wanted to keep it relatively short. Going into the lift, I was looking to only hit one lift, which is 70 kilo. The reason for that is I have not been doing weightlifting at all. I've done one weightlifting or snatch workout specifically probably about 2 weeks ago now, so haven't really done much lifting at all. So I just used a weight that I was fairly comfortable with. Definitely had a little bit more, but was happy to hit that 70. So I basically used that middle part as a rest. And then going into the 21, 15, 9, the game plan was to break up the snatches into 3 sets for the 21s, 15s and 9s. I knew I don't have the volume and the bar cycling in me as yet. Coming back from these injuries, I haven't had a lot of time to prepare for competition, so that's hence why I'm using these competitions to sort of kickstart my training again. So I knew that was going to be an issue, and I wasn't 100% sure on how I was going to attack the toes to bar. I knew it would be low reps. I was thinking maybe sets of 3. Didn't quite work out that way, but probably did a little bit worse than I was hoping to do on that last part of the workout for the toes to bar, but that's all I had at that point, so it was is what it is basically. Going into this workout, was feeling quite good. I do have a little bit of a knee issue at the moment, but last week actually gave me a lot of confidence. Going into last week's workout, I wasn't sure if I was able to squat at all, so I was able to do the 40 kilos front squats unbroken, even though I actually mucked up that workout and had less rest than what I should have. Still got it done. My score was still valid, so I was quite happy with that. I did pull up quite sore from the deadlifts, but that was to be expected. Again, haven't done the volume at that weight since coming back from the injury. So this is the second round, I believe. Sticking to the game plan of 6 and 6 on the toes to bar. Here, taking a little bit of an extended rest going into the set of wall balls. Wasn't quite sure if I was going to maintain the 2 sets. Again, due to the knee, haven't been doing a lot of squatting. Well, actually, I haven't been doing any squatting. But the knee actually felt good from the start. Didn't have any pain or discomfort in it at all at any point. So was able to maintain the 2 sets here. A little bit of extra rest going into the last 10 reps of the 22. So my intention for the first part was to get 4 rounds, or 4+ rounds. So again, that was my intention going into the workout, and that really wasn't based off anything. I knew I was going to be a little bit slower with the transitions and breaking it up, so anything around that I'm quite happy with. On that one, got a no rep, so got that last rep in. So now we go to the toaster bar. Pretty sure I do 2 sets as well. Oh, that's right. So last round I ended up doing 3 sets. So, and then sneak in the last wall ball there. So again, going into the lift here, strategy was to basically rest. I knew I was confident that I was going to hit that 70 kilo. I wasn't going to try and hit more than that. Again, haven't been doing as much Olympic lifting. So happy to rest. I took my first lift, pretty sure it was at the 9-minute mark. So that's, what the time is it? So that's 3 minutes rest. And then still had like 90 seconds after lift to rest some more after I'd taken off the plates and got the bar set up for the 21-15-9 power snatches and toast bar. So up until this point, grip wise feeling fine. Grip in the end did play a part. I knew going into this workout that things that I need to work on will be exposed. So as an example, grip strength for one is something that I need to rebuild. Barbell cycling, something I've never been super good at, but had progressed a lot up until a lot of injuries. And then just endurance in general. So I haven't been doing the volume of this workout. So those are the main things that exposed me in this workout. Things I knew going in that it would happen. So none of this is a surprise. But sort of tried to stick to the game plan. So I come up with the plan to get the best out of where I'm at this point in time. So was happy with the AMRAP. I got 3 rounds and 1 wall ball, so only 21 reps off completing the 4 rounds. And that 4 rounds was definitely something that if I got there, I would have been pretty happy with. So to only be 21 reps off that, quite pleased. But here, just really taking my time, no rush whatsoever. Again, I was quite confident that I was going to hit it on the first attempt. It'll be interesting to see what it actually looks like compared to how it felt. So obviously this is my first time watching it through as well, so we'll see what it looks like here.
Come on.
That's about how it felt. I just wanted to make sure that grip was good on the a little bit forward there. Hips come up a bit early, but overall quite pleased with that, considering definitely haven't been snatching of late. So it's something that actually, once my knee starts feeling a bit better, is something that I'm definitely going to get into a lot more. Clearly I need a bit of work on it, so but quite happy with how that felt and how it looked as well. So 70 kilo for the complex. Again, 35 kilo for the 21-15-9 going into it, so just pairing that. Again, no rush. I had heaps of time. I think I had like 90 seconds to get the bar ready and make sure that my heart rate was a little bit lower. So it didn't feel rushed or anything like that. I noticed in the live announcement that the two gentlemen that were doing it didn't actually start the workout until about, I think it was about 20-25 seconds in, because they had to reload their bar. So what I did with the bar was had the 5s on the inside, so I didn't have to worry about sort of adding or taking off too many plates. I just took off the 2 10s, slid the 2.5s on, and ready to go. So it's a handy tip for those out there, especially with the females. They've got a few more plates and stuff to have to muck around with. If you can sort of have most of your plates on the inside, so you don't have to muck around with putting them on too much. And then again, strategy with this one, 3 sets for the snatches on both all sets, so 21, 15 and 9, so 3 sets of 7, 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 3. Again, intention for resting was to make sure that I stand at the bar and then take 1 or 2 breaths and then pick it straight back up. So going into the second set, this is where the grip started to play up. Definitely, well, for the first time that I noticed. So going into the last set of 7 here, again, took a step away, which is something that I did not want to do, but tried to pick it up as quick as possible here. So again, the reason for the extended rest was my grip. So it wasn't that I was too gassed or anything like that. I was breathing quite heavy, but the reason for that extended rest and that slight pause was I didn't feel that my grip was there. So again, on this last set, ended up doing 4 and 3, I believe. So an extra set than I was expecting. So finishing off there, onto the toaster bar, and this breaks down quite early. So again, I wasn't 100% sure on what I was going to be able to hit at this point. I was hoping for relatively consistent reps, so like 3s or 4s or something like that. I did a set of 3 there, and then I'm pretty sure I go into another set. So another set, and then into singles, I believe. So from here on out, singles the whole way. So which is something that generally, well, actually I don't do at all. It's not something I practice. I know when you are doing singles like this that bringing your hands straight back up is super important. So it becomes a faster single rather than sort of taking rest in between, because you do get a chance to take a breath whilst you are taking a step back and putting your hands back up. So it's long enough rest to keep going without stopping completely. But this definitely wasn't in the plan, in the game plan, but plan F sort of kicked in, and we went with singles. At this point, again, the grip is really noticeable, even though I am doing singles. And for the reason for having to do singles was the grip mainly. Again, I was breathing quite heavy at this point, but that wasn't the number one factor for having to drop down to singles. And this set actually felt like quite a long time. Felt like it's like a significant amount of time. So back onto the snatches again. Plan was 3 sets of 5. I believe I do 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. to get that 15. I sort of don't feel I rested a whole heap, but that's what it felt like when I was doing it. We'll see. Oh, and at this point, obviously, well, not obviously, but at this point in Melbourne, it is 36 degrees. So quite warm, the warmest we've had in some time. And the mouth was quite dry. You might see me trying to lift the lips to get some moisture there, but yeah, it was very, very dry. So it was a little bit of a factor, but not a great deal. It was more the the lack of training in the forearms and the barbell cycling and those things that I talked about earlier that played a bigger factor, but definitely noticeable. So on a 30 to 36 degree day, it's probably best to do it in the morning. This is in the afternoon, probably quite close to the peak top of the temperature. So overall, resting not too long, but definitely longer than I would have liked. But overall, it is what it is. Happy with that effort. Definitely happy with the effort. Mindset was actually pretty good as well. Stayed attacking, except for a few times where I was really noticing my dry mouth. Even though I wasn't overly excited about doing the singles on the toes to bar, again, was quite happy with keeping a positive mindset. So this is the round of 15. I believe I get 5 reps total. So 28 reps left.